what's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. It is Tuesday. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing fine. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell twice so that you can get notified when the diva comes down to the YouTube. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody is loving this nice weather. It's been very nice. The weather has been very nice. Very sunny, very cool, very breezy. Very on the brink of springtime. It is still cold. It's 43 out here. But, oh girl. But it is still very nice during the day. Like all the clouds go away. Just a very nice, been very nice, very, very nice outside. We're going to talk about Love and Hip Hop New York and Miami. I didn't take many notes. I'm back to putting my notes on a thing instead of my phone because y'all freak out when I look at my phone. So yes, y'all got me together yesterday because I said that Tanya should have spoke to Kenya. It's not what I meant, but I did mean that it's, I don't know, child. Y'all got me together, so that's just what it is. And I don't know. I mean, I guess Tanya can't be mean, so she got to look goofy, and that's what makes it look awkward. Like, if you're going to be making all them damn faces, bitch, speak, or have an attitude at least. Poor Tanya, she can't even have an attitude. She's so nice and cheerful. But that's where we all get fucked up, because you think somebody's so nice and cheerful. You see how Cynthia, Nene has said that. Cynthia, we don't know the real Cynthia. Y'all watch the after shows of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's very informative. I don't know how they're going to do a reunion, and they done talked about everything leading up to the reunion. I don't know. So that's what's going on. So let's talk about Love and Hip Hop New York. They start off where they left off with Yandy and Kimbella fighting. Yandy has reached her breaking point, apparently. She said she didn't want to be, she tried to be, she said she tried to be Yandy Luther King, but she turned into Yandy X, and she just couldn't help it. And they're at a point of no return. That's what Jonathan said. And she's like, Samaya's like, I have had issues with my friends, and we have had our issues, but it's never got physical. And I really do believe when it gets to that point, it's just like, it is the point of no return. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I still don't understand how these people on these reality shows, I understand they come back to work. Like, you done got into a fight with your coworker, and now you have to come back to work and film with them and act like, you know, so, I don't know. I think a lot of people think that Yandy and Kimbella shit is fake because neither of them have a solid personal story. You know, niggas go to jail every day. Nothing special about Kimbella and her nigga being in jail. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that, you know, I mean, Yandy, her story, she don't have her, I guess Mandisi getting out, that's another one. Niggas go to jail every day. Niggas get out of jail every day. So, let me get over, because you riding on your brakes. I just can't do it. Yeah, she's looking down on her phone. That's my thing. I don't be pressing on my brakes when I'm looking at my phone. Maybe I should. But y'all really keep holding up traffic. And so they leave. Samaya's like, okay, well, maybe I can invite them to my tea party. Because she is into crystals. She has her crystals in her bra. And she's into crystal healing. And, you know, maybe we can get them together to where we can, you know, straighten everything out. So Sin and Jonathan go to some kava bar, and they just don't understand how Yandy and Kimbella can't communicate. And then Kimbella's thing is, I I feel like the way that you talk about me fighting or getting beat up by or dragged by Chrissy, it's like you think I deserve it. So now I really feel like that you really weren't protecting me in that moment. That's Kimbella's stance. And Sin starts talking about Joe and how they're going to therapy, and how they're in a good place and they're just going with the flow. I guess the same flow that led them down the drain the last time. So she's gonna keep going with the flow. You know, people want to be with their partners. They don't want to be, broken up and sad or whatever. So if you can work it out, if you can get past, if the person can change at 40 years old, Joe is 40, damn near 40 years old, according to the sites, which I don't believe. I believe he's a tad bit older, but we just gonna leave it alone. And then I did notice that Joe is left-handed. Him and I are both left-handed Virgos. Yes, ma'am. It's hot. Let me take this damn thing off. And so that's it. So they're just going with the flow. Erica and Safari are having their ultrasound. They're going to have a Met Gala themed baby shower. I think that, remember I told you it's like they're playing house. This is like, you know how when Barbie has a dream house, Barbie goes to the beach, Barbie has a baby shower, Barbie has a what do you call it, a bachelorette party. It's all these themes going on and it's photo shoots, and it's just like, can y'all tell me what Erica Mena does for a living? And I know Safari is a starving artist. I'm not sure what Erica Mena does. Let me know, because all I've seen her do is photo shoots. That's all I've seen her do. I don't know what she does. That's no shade. I am genuinely asking, what does Erica Mena do? I mean, I know she's pregnant, but I know she's not working. I know she's not sitting at no desk or anything like that. But like, what does she do? What are her business ventures? What does the girl do? I just don't understand. A Met Gala theme for a baby shower is very cute. Everybody gets super duper dressed up. I think it's real cute. Kim, Samaya, and Sin go to have massages, which they never did have massage. They were just on, looked like a set with some massage tables, and they had on some robes and shit. And Kimbella invites Chrissy, and then they show Chrissy, and I don't know if you've noticed, but Chrissy seems to have an issue. Chrissy's back, and I think Chrissy had an issue with Olivia, Samaya, Yandy, Kimbella. She had an issue with everybody, and it was all stemming from Jim Jones. You had issues with all these women. Ugh. You had issues with all these women, Chrissy, and now you got to look them in the face and look crazy and try to get past things or what have you. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm tired of waiting. Y'all motherfuckers are driving too goddamn fast. I'm tired of waiting for y'all. So, they sitting there. There's like, oh, we've moved past it. I mean, it's been 500 years, and it was over stupid stuff, and it's over you creating this environment so that you can have good TV. Kim tells Chrissy the story about what happened with Yandy, and she's just like, okay, well, Yandy doesn't know how to tell the truth. They have a problem with Yandy not telling the truth. And these are two people saying the same exact thing. Yandy is not telling the truth. Sin doesn't take sides. She's just like, okay, well, you were wrong, Kimbella. You threw the drink. It didn't hit her, and then Yandy threw her drink, and Yandy didn't bust the grape until the security was there, if we notice. But I guess that's the time, if you really don't want to fight the person, but you want to let them know you want to come at them. It's very pussy, but that's Yandy. Yandy did that at the reunion, jump up when the security gets there, because they're not going to let you get far. So if I was security, I'd act like I was coming to stop you, and then I would see, because you ain't going to do nothing. You really not. And then I'd back up just to see what you gonna do. Let me act like I'm gonna protect you. Let me act like you're gonna do a hold me back. But I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. I would let y'all fight. I would let y'all fight. Joe and Sin meet up. That's when I noticed Joe was left-handed. She tells him about Tahiri. He was like, I don't have nothing going on with Tahiri. There's no Tahiri and Joe, nothing. I don't know what she's talking about, and Sin's telling him the story or whatever. They seem to be getting along. They give each other a hug at the end. They decide that they are gonna go to the baby shower together. Joe thinks it would be a good look, and let everybody know that we're mature and we're working things out, and so Sin loves that idea, the pettiness in her. She's like, I know that Tahiri's gonna be there. So if we walk in together, she's going to know, bitch, whatever. So we'll see how that works out. Yandy and Rich meet up. Yandy is telling him about, if you stole $117,000 from Olivia, she would actually have receipts of it. Just like that other girl, the one who Fresha is scamming. She has receipts of things that, so she's saying if that really occurred, then she would have, she would have receipts. And Rich simply said she didn't write the record, so it's nothing to talk about. So Samaya shows up. Rich and Samaya had an issue. They show the flashback of that. She's inviting them she's promoting her tea, honey. I guess she said, if I'm gonna come on this motherfucker, I'm gonna actually get some money out of them. I'm gonna monetize this shit. I'm gonna promote my calming crystal healing tea. She did such a good job at promoting it. I almost looked it up this morning, then I got sidetracked, but I almost looked it up, like, what kind of tea is Samaya? Is it gonna make me, because that's not the kind of tea that I need. Diva's always interested in some calming tea. So let's see what Samaya Reese is talking about. Whatever. Baby shower. They get there. Jen, I call them Jen. Joe and Sin. They show up. Everybody's looking shocked. Everybody's looking surprised. They're all, gathering around. Everything is pink. It looks very pretty. They're very excited. It's another, party, photo shoot or whatever. At least when it's all said and done, you will have a lot of photo albums and a lot of, I don't know where you're keeping all of these photos, on a flash drive, on a computer somewhere. Where are you keeping all of these digital photos? Are you actually making photo albums? Because I ain't seen a photo album since, honey, I say in about, probably the last time I created a photo album was 15 years ago. Probably 14 years ago was the last time I created a photo album. Okay, so I don't know where you're keeping all these pictures, but more power to you. When Joe greets Tahiri, he kisses her. Sin doesn't like it. What are you gonna do? What would y'all do? Would y'all be mad if the man that you broke up with your fiance, his ex is in the picture acting, I don't know what Tahiri is acting like, and I take the stance that Sin is taking, but women are really, really funny when it comes to centering themselves around the approval of men, or getting any kind of attention from men. It's really strange in how we behave when that happens. We really lose our sense of womanhood and who we are, and really compromise that. And it's really sad because we saw Tahiri go through what she went through with Joe, and for her to brag and be braggadocious about being the ex. It doesn't matter whether you're the ex or not. You are if you're all about, she totally, I understood what Sin was saying, girl, well, like Sin said, it's only me and Joe on this roller coaster. Don't nobody need to be on the roller coaster with us. This is our thing. I can respect her saying that. You know what I'm saying? This is our thing. We're going through this thing. Whatever happens is going to be my decision. It's going to be his decision. I don't need anybody helping me make a decision or anything like that. Sin says, I wanted, that is not the person that he was. I did not want to marry that person. The person that he was acting like, I don't want to be married to that person. And she has every right to make that decision. Every right to make that decision for herself, for her sanity, for her child, whatever she wants to, for whoever she wants it for. She has every right to say, hey, listen, the person that you propose, you know, when you propose and I don't see any paperwork of this proposal of what this marriage is going to look like. I don't see how this is going to be lucrative for us. And you turn and you come with a ring. That's your proposal. That's it. You say I want to marry you, but then you start acting like a different person. I'm not marrying that person. So the proposal is off the table. I support it. So they talked about Erica's birthday party, how Tahiri was acting silly. She felt like she wanted to say something. Like she told Joe, you know, I think she was trying to make it seem like y'all was messing around or something. I don't know what she was trying to tell me. Whatever. She was dealing with her health scare, and we know that she's fine with that, so that's great. I hope that wasn't... I hate to, like, suggest that was, like, not real, but I don't think anybody would mess with they I don't know. You don't know what these people would do on these shows. So Tahiri says, Joe and I are... I'm the ex, we just vibe. And she was like, oh, y'all just vibe? Like, what are you doing? Like, what is the purpose of these choice of words that you're using with me? Are you seeking to mend something that, first of all, Sin, you shouldn't have a problem with Tahiri. You should have a problem with Erica, because Erica was very clear in what she was doing. And for her to think that if her and Safari were to break up for 3 weeks and somebody tried to hook Safari up with Nicki Minaj, Erica would have a goddamn fit. Do you hear me? She would burn the house down and shoot anybody running out. Do you understand me? So for the fact of the matter that she said that she didn't think of that girl when she was trying to hook this man up with his ex-girlfriend is a lie. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you slice it. As possessive and obsessed as Erica is in her relationships, she thought about that, and it was on purpose, and it was her behavior, and that's what she was doing. Sin was like, look, girl, you got a lot of fire coming from you, very spicy, and I didn't understand it either. Like, bitch, what do you have a problem with me for? There is Erica sat here and tried to hook you up with Joe. You acting like everything is cool, but bitch, you went through the same exact thing. Do you think it's a different man? Do you think you're dealing with a different man who is performing and demonstrating the same behavior that he did 10 years, 6, 7 years ago with you? He's performing the same and demonstrating the same behavior with me. Do you think you are flirting with and sitting on the lap of and rolling your ass in front of a different man? And what you got an attitude with me for, bitch? Like, what? We just vibe. Okay, that don't have shit to do with me, but don't mean you gotta be in the nigga's face. Don't mean that you have to be disrespectful. Don't mean that you don't have to have a sense of awareness of what I went through, bitch. I didn't like Tahiri in that moment. I thought she was being very rude and disrespectful. But once again, she was centering herself around being this person for Joe and letting Sin know who she was in Joe's life, her position. And maybe he's not being honest with her. And maybe he's not telling her the truth. I said, oh, see, that's, no, and it was really all about the vibe. Tahiri was very aggressive. She was very spicy, as Sin put it. And she's like, what is your reason for being spicy with your ex-boyfriends, your ex-fiancés, ex-fiance who has his child. And you notice that since said his son. Do you understand what goes on in the world that we live in? It's like, oh, I gave him a son, so now it's like, girl, this is not 1450. This is not. People act crazy about men. They really do. Anyway, Samaya has her tea party, bitch. Kimbella show Kimbella's, I don't know, Kimbella likes to wear clothes that are mediums. I don't know what it is, but she came with that hat on. She looked like she was going to the Kentucky Derby, bitch. And she came through, and like Chrissy said, that Samaya was dressed like Jesus. Everything was nice. They had a whole vibe going on. Yandy comes walking down the street looking like Tretch. She looked a fucking mess. Her and Jonathan show up. I'm telling y'all, Jonathan, Sin, and Yandy are very close. They very close. You see them together outside of the show. You see them together a lot. So Kimbella can be upset. Chrissy can be upset. But he's more, you have friends. You friends with people. But then you have the friends, like y'all more friends. Y'all hang out more than we hang out. So y'all closer. Jonathan is just closer to Yandy than Chrissy and Kimbella. And that's just what it is. It was a lot of smoke in there. And let me tell you how I feel. I always side-eye people who have an issue with smudge, smoke, any sage, any frankincense, any smudging that I do, and you have a problem with it, I'm looking at you sideways. I don't know, you can be asthmatic, I understand that. But when you start complaining about smoke that is used to clear negative energy, maybe you need to go out of the room and you don't have to deal with the smoke, the clearing. Since we're clearing, you can clear your ass out of here too. I've always looked at people sideways when I am attempting to clear negative energy and someone is complaining about the smoke. That's just me. That is just me. They start saying these affirmations. Yandy is acting like she's mad. She's not ready to forgive Kimbella. And, Kimbella just wants I don't know. A lot of people say it's fake. I don't know if it's fake or not. I don't know, but it doesn't make sense. And I wish they would get to the root of the problem. Apparently, Kimbella thinks that Yandy doesn't ever stick up for her. Kimbella is the like you talking about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Kimbella be ready to go. She's set to go, trained to go. And Yandy is always waiting until security gets here to go. As you can see, Kimbella got in Yandy's face. Security got there. Yandy jumps over the ottoman. So Yandy says she's so mad. She takes Samaya out to the side, and she says she's very, very angry. She wants to rip her face off. Jonathan and Kim start getting into it. Samaya's like, look, this is a mess. Okay, I'm glad you gave me an opportunity to try to make it work. That was in vain. It was a waste of time. And that was the end of the episode. Love and Hip Hop Miami. Trick Daddy, they say they're going to give him an intervention because he, Trick likes to put coke in his blunts because he says it helps with his lupus. Child, if I have never heard the most ignorant shit, that is the most ignorant shit that I have heard in my goddamn life. Do you hear me? That is the most ignorant shit I've ever heard in my life. Girl. JoJo and Shay make up. Amada is going to perform. This is her first performance without Julian. She invited her dad. I am over Amada whining during the entire episode. All she does is whine. I don't know where this empowered woman is. I am not impressed by the damsel in distress. It irks my nerves. And all Amada does is fucking whine. She does not look happy this season. I have not seen the Amada that we saw, that we met. I don't know what it is. It seems like the presence of these people in her life is not bringing her happiness. I haven't seen her be happy about her relationship with MJ. She always looks like she's worried. She's always whining, and it's like, oh my God, shut up. Where's this empowered girl? Where is she? Where are you, girl? Where are you? Getting on my damn nerves. MJ is talking. They got on Queen and King t-shirts. Let me tell you something about the Queen and King thing that we love to do. And that is so backwards as fuck. Let me tell you something about kings and queens, goddammit. Kings and queens, what we like to do as black folks is we like to attribute king and queen behavior to this regal, upstanding, take the high road behavior. I'm a queen and I'm a king. Let me tell you something. Queens chop niggas' heads off. Do you hear me? Kings chop people's heads off. There's no such thing as this 100% angel of a queen and this regal behavior. I don't know. You can be a queen and chop a nigga's head off any day of the week. And being a queen is a birthright. It doesn't mean that you act a certain way. Oh, these kings, they want to be kings, they want to be kings. Yeah, they can be kings and act completely foolish. They can be kings and act out of pocket and out of order. That king and queens don't behave regally 100% of the time. It's a birthright. You can be a complete asshole. It's a birthright. Stop. I hate that. I really do, y'all. I hate that so much. Oh, he wants you to call him a king. He ain't no king. Well, how do kings act? Have you read any history book? Have you seen queens that are, I'm not going to repeat myself, and that's all I got to say. I saw them with that king and queen shit. I was like, whatever. He's a corn box to me. I cannot stand MJ. He responded to me on Twitter. I guess what I said touched him, but I feel like all you want to do, and as we see next episode, honey, ain't nothing new under the fucking sun. Nothing new under it. You want to be that girl's manager, Ike. You want to be that girl's manager, Kendu. You want to be that girl's manager, Sydney. You want to be that girl's manager, Kevin Hunter. Come on. We've seen this shit over and over again. A nigga who is mediocre as fuck. He ain't got no ambition but to ruin and siphon a woman's life and to give her a bad perception of what a man is. That's all you doing to Armada. You want to be her damn manager with that damn bowling hat on looking like a fucking fool. Armada wants to meet her father. He's dying of prostate cancer. They always want to reconnect with the people they abandoned when they're on their deathbed. Let them stay on their deathbed, goddammit. The way that you left that girl alone, you need to be alone on your deathbed. But no, that's still my dad. What does that mean? If the person wasn't performing the acts or the duties that have been attributed to being a father. All of a sudden I know what it is. I know people just want to be accepted and acknowledged by the people who brought them into this world. But that's not real. That's not reality. It's not reality. Honey, you can have a man in your life and he can teach you all the wrong things. You can have a father figure in your life and he can teach you all the wrong things about partnering with men. You can have a father in your life and he can teach you how to serve a man before you serve yourself. Honey, it doesn't matter. You might be better off without that man. He looked so pitiful when he came to see her at that thing. I just was crying for Armada because I know there's so many people in this world who want that acknowledgement and love and, to be seen by their parents who abandoned them. I get it. But girl, all that whining and talking and shit, girl, her mother was like, look, no. We've been through so much, being humiliated, needing food, being broke and poor. Child, listen. And being regretful that you chose a man that can't even take care of himself. He can't take care of the kids he produced. I might be projecting. But God damn it, I felt her mom. Her mother was like, no, absolutely not. He has no shame. And the only reason why he want to fuck with you is because you Amara La Negra. And that's what her mother told her. A shout out to mommy. Shout out to mommy. I'm here for her. I'm here for all of that wisdom she's telling that girl. She told that girl to leave MJ alone. Don't let him get involved in your business. And she told her, don't, that man. And that's her mom, right? You know, the mothers, do what you want with the children. But I'm letting you know, don't be mad when the nigga don't show up, okay? He ended up showing up, and I'm glad that he did, because that's what that girl needed, okay? I just went off. Trick Daddy said he don't want to talk about it. He walked off the set. They said, we not done, Trick. Get back over here with your silly ass. The boot camp clique, the BAPS tour, they going on tour. I'm not really interested in their thing. Hood Brat's talking to her sister about their sister passing away and all the stress that they have on their lives and stuff like that. It was very sad, but Amada and Mommy got together. The tea that Mommy brought in looked like it was empty. The cups looked like they were empty. She was like, my dad called me. Her mother was mad. She just doesn't want her daughter to be hurt. And that's it. Well, I don't know why he didn't want me. That's what everybody wants to understand. And a lot of the times it don't have nothing to do with you. It has to do with that person and the person's selfishness and the person's inability to get themselves together, and you are a casualty of that. And a lot of the times, you know, when you sit down and you talk to these people, you realize all the shit they had. But it's unfortunate in the society that we live in that it's normalized for the father to abandon the children in whatever way, emotionally, physically, financially, whatever the way it is. But and mothers very rarely do it. They do it. I've met so many men who have sole custody of their children because the women that they chose to partner with ain't shit. This girl at my job talks about her boyfriend's daughter's mother who ain't shit. She tells a little girl she's coming to pick her up. She don't pick her up. She's always partying. She takes the girl out. The father says don't cut her hair. She brings her back with her hair cut. You know, just ain't shit. So it's ain't shit people. People ain't shit. It don't matter. It is genderless. It don't have niggas being ain't shit. Don't have anything to do with the gender. It's just some people are excused and provided excuses for being ain't shit. A woman can't be ain't shit, honey. You're supposed to be everything to the man, to the child, to the world, to you, to everybody. If you do anything that remotely resembles a man, you really ain't shit. You 2 times worse than if he does it, because a society has come to expect that, okay, out of men. She told her, don't get your hopes up. She said, well, I invited to the party. Her mother was like, no. That's all she said, like, She was like, whatever. He doesn't deserve you. That's what her mother said. I was like, okay, mommy, because I'm listening to everything mommy got to say. She let her know. Trina and Joy go see about Trick. Trick is in the back. He's doing his thing. His restaurant's a line outside. People say that Trick's food is really good. And all I wrote was let Trick do what he wants. Now he's talking about, you know, medications, and that's what a lot of people have an issue. Especially a lot of black folks have issues with taking medication. I want to say, I think it's a cultural thing. I don't even think it's black folks. I think it's copper colored people. We have issues with taking medicine. Blacks, Indians, Latinos, we have an issue, and especially men and older men. That's why they say you acting like an old ass man. Here's the thing. You got 2 women in his face begging him to take care of himself. Couldn't be me. Do what the you want to do, nigga. Put coke in your damn blunts. Smoke it so that because you don't think coke has side effects? Fuck is wrong with you? Like, the rationale is ridiculous. I put, let Trick do what he wants. Trick said, all of these all of these medications, all of them got side effects. I might be pregnant, and if I'm pregnant, this medicine that I'm taking is going to give me side effects, honey. When he said he might be pregnant, I fell out laughing. Trick he's very humorous. I think a lot of it, most of it is laughing at him because it's ridiculous. And he just acts like a typical old ass black man who don't want to go to work, who think it's gay to get a prostate exam, all that dumb shit, just dumb shit. And let him do what the hell he wants. Joy was like, look, I care about you. Oh, you care about me? You care about, that's all. Is that all you want to hear? You girl, is that all you want to hear, is that Joy cares about you? Is that why you're not taking care of yourself, so somebody who cares more about you than you do will help you? Honey, I do it. Here, you want me to go down to the thing to get you the blunts? Make sure, Joy, please make sure that life insurance policy is up to date, sweetie. Period. And that's it. I know he's self-medicating. You guys, we can't do that. We just can't do it. We can't. He said, you being too sensitive. Nigga, this is your health. You have people who depend on you. You have family. I know. I mean, that's her telling him that. I'm just saying. Amada performs. MJ is there with his jacket on and these patches and shit and that hat, wearing white at night in the rain. Her father showed up. They had a loving conversation. He said, I did look for you. I didn't have my papers together. That's why you got, like, in that situation, I can understand it's important. You want to talk, but I don't care if you had your papers or not. The phone works. And in this day and age, there's no excuse for not making connections with people to where you could see them. You see how it goes. And that's just what it is. And they walked off, and we see next week MJ asked her to be his manager. She better not do it. I don't think she did. I hope she didn't do it. But no, not at all. Get your life. Get your own life. What you can do, MJ, is help me find a manager. You don't even know the basic in and outs of the music industry in order for you to be an effective manager. She needs someone with experience, not someone who doesn't have a job or anything to do. She needs to get with somebody who has other clients and whose other clients have been successful. That's how you gauge that. Okay? I wouldn't have picked Julian in the first place. Look at Trina's career. Okay? All right. Anyways, that was it. Y'all take care of each other. Protect your energy. Have a wonderful day. Go watch will.i.am on the Breakfast Club and listen to what he's talking about, and watch it and let me know what you think about it. Take care of each other. We'll get down in the comments. Peace. Don't forget to like this video, okay? Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever the hell you want to do. Engagement. That's all it's about. All right. Peace.